Oh, the live functionality is not up.
Yeah. Wait, let me try my phone. Let me try my phone real quick. Yeah, it's then unable to go live. Try again later.
Okay.
Well, I guess we are doing Instagram then. Okay, so I'll do a TikTok video letting them know that the live function isn't working.
Okay.
All right. Hey y'all, so the live function is not working on TikTok yet. So we are live on our Instagram and on YouTube. Please join us there for Hey y'all, so the live function is not working on TikTok. So we are live on Instagram and YouTube right now. So please join us there for Bonnets and Bottles.
Hey y'all, welcome to Bonnets and Bottles. Oh, now people actually seeing the live now.
Not people seeing the live.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Instagram was shook it. Shook it. Shook it. Welcome to Bonnets and Bottles, guys, where we listen and we do judge. So this is a show that we started to entertain our community and get to know each other a little bit better. And we are reading Am I the Asshole Stories off of Reddit. And we're going to show you to share our thoughts. And you can share your thoughts too if you want to join the live. We're open to that as well. But if you want to just sit back, chill, and listen, that's also an option as well. So welcome.
Here we listen and we do judge.
We listen and we do judge here. That's what we do.
All right, I'm letting our family on TikTok know that we aren't able to go live on TikTok. So we're live on Instagram right now and YouTube.
And we're reporting live from the Cee Cee's office.
We're live right now on Instagram and YouTube because TikTok Live is not working. So make sure you go join us there for Bonnets and Bottles. See you soon.
Hi, YouTube fam. Thank you so much for clocking in today. It's Bonnets and Bottles. We're about to get started. We are just... Yes, I see you. I see you. How you doing?
I'm about to pull up the studio too, so we can see all the comments.
Yeah, I see you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are just we figured out that TikTok doesn't have all of its functionality, so we're just letting the TikTok fam know that we are not going to be live there. It's nice to know that you're good. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just letting them know that we are here. We're on YouTube and we are on IG. Just about to share stories.
I'm just switching it up so that we can also make sure that we can see everyone.
Are we real? Yeah, we're very real. Are you real?
CapCut is banned. Is CapCut banned forever? Because before TikTok was banned and now it's back.
Oh, wow.
She's back.
Well, the thing is, people don't have access to everything yet, so that's just what we're dealing with.
So yeah, we currently don't have access to we don't have access to our
Hey Jamie.
Live. Hey Jamie, welcome in, welcome in.
Hey boo.
Let the girlies let the crew know that we're live on YouTube and Instagram right now. Welcome, and Demon Kid, we can see your comment here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You said I think that CapCut should be coming back too. Hey Jamie, welcome in, beautiful. So we're gonna get started on this episode of Bonnets and Bottles. So we're gonna read our first Am I the Asshole story. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and pop those bad boys in the chat. You know we love to chat back.
You know we do.
And we're gonna start with the first one, and this one is, oh, is it not pulling up? Okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother his kids have no home training?
Mm-hmm.
I went to my brother's house yesterday to visit his 3 kids and pregnant wife. He was not home. The children are hellions. Not hell, I haven't heard that word in a long time. But I try to treat them as nice as I can, which is hard. They don't get out much, only to go to school, and so I told them to pick up something to make, and we will go to the store and get the ingredients. They chose candied grapes. Every time I take them to the store, I have to preface our visit with rules of what to do and what not to do in the store.
Shaking my
No
head.
running, no asking for anything that's not on the list, no playing, no wandering off. As soon as we get into the store, I put the youngest 4 in the cart, and the oldest 12 promised that she could push the cart with no issue, so I let her. The middle
Mm-hmm.
child, 11, immediately began asking for stuff and tried wandering off. The oldest kept crashing into stuff and knocking things over, and the youngest was screaming at the top of his lungs. We checked out,
Yikes.
and the cashier gave the youngest a coloring sheet and some crayons. When we walked to the car, and I watched all of them get in the car. When I got back to the house, I helped the youngest out of the car and realized that either him or the middle child had colored all over my car seats. Ooh.
What?
No, these kids. I'm already beefing with these kids. I asked the youngest if he did it, and he said no. So I told him I think he did, and he kicked me.
That's crazy.
Not him kicking. Oh, that's crazy. Not these kids kicking. Hi, Lisette. TikTok is back, but we're not able to do the TikTok live right now. We just tried it and it wasn't working. So we're just live on Instagram and YouTube right now. But thank you for letting us know, beautiful. Um, okay, he kicked me. He kicked me. He kicked me. So I took him inside and told my sister-in-law, who was sitting in the garage smoking a black and mild. What? Wait, she's
Wow.
pregnant. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Smoking a black and mild. What happened? She did nothing. The next day, I was going to the car wash and discovered crayon marks all over the rear passenger side door that the kids were using to get in and out of from the day before. Yellow and blue crayon marks all over the door. The crayon marks had been pressed in so hard that there were scratches underneath that I couldn't get the crayon or the scratches off. I took pictures and sent them to my brother and his wife, telling him that they need to pay for this, and these kids have no home training. I told him I told him they don't I told him they don't watch them and just sit in the garage smoking and drinking all day while the kids run wild. I told them that they always trying to do something nice for the children and they don't respect me or my stuff ever. My brother told me it was probably an accident and was very defensive. I took my car to get repaired, which was $300, and I told him to pay it. He said kids are kids, and that he
What?
said that kids are kids, and that if it bothers me so much, I don't need to do anything for them. I told him he needs to take accountability, and he just said don't do anything for them. Once he sent the money, I hung up on him. I wish I could show you all the outside of the door. Am I the asshole for being upset that him and his wife are being bad parents and telling him that his kids have no home training? No. Like
No.
these kids are terrible. Not only are they messing stuff up, they're also putting themselves in danger.
Jamie is right. She said that they need to be sent to do Uchenna school of home training. That's exactly what they need. They need discipline and structure.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like, I feel like a lot of parents need to understand that you're not your kid's friend. And, making or like having children, it's not like a straightforward process, but it's like you, especially when they're young, you need to give them that structure so that they can so that
They can learn how to like behave.
learn how to behave, and like structure and discipline gives you comfort because you're able to like reach your goals in life if when you have that like mentality,
Mm-hmm.
like when you're just like wild and you have no sense of structure, that's like it's really challenging because it's going to be hard for you to be able to fully integrate yourself into society. So yeah, I understand will be kids, but crayon like putting like marker and crayon all over the car seat, like I would never, like that is mm-mm.
Act totally true. And thank you so much for everyone joining on YouTube. I think that this one, the OP was definitely not the a-hole because them kids marking up her car, leaving scratches in the car and crayon. crazy. Trying to run away at the grocery store, crazy. Nah, I did not put my mother through that, and I don't think you should be putting your mom through that at all. And I think that her brother not taking responsibility for how their kids was behaving and not even being embarrassed. Because the thing is, like, I would be embarrassed if my kids was acting like that out in public, let alone with me. No way, no way. Hey, Nees, welcome in, welcome in. Ella, welcome. I put a little explanation in the chat what we're up to. We're doing Am I the A-Hole stories from Reddit right now, and this is our bonnets and bottles. So we have bonnets, we have our bottles, and we're having fun, and we listen and we do judge. Jamie says, so they have the tools to navigate different situations. Exactly. You need to have the tools to have those different situations. Hey, Eden. Welcome, boo. It's so nice to see you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for joining on our other platforms, too. And FYI, if you don't have your bonnets for bonnets and bottles, you can get your handcrafted bonnets on our website, ccscloset.com. And you can also get that cup. There's only a few left of these cups. These are custom Cee Cee's Closet tumblers. So if you want them, that's like, you can go and grab yours and they will not be restocked. She said, like, are you not embarrassed?
No,
that's the thing. If your kid has no
embarrassed.
sense of shame
I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for them, but definitely for sure, the OP was not the a-hole. Her brother-in-law needs to do better. And the wife can't just be out there smoking Black and Milds. I'm really mad she said it. She put it like that. Oh my God. And she's pregnant too. Anyways, let's go on to the next story. Am I the a-hole for not paying my parents' mortgage after my sister moved in? This is interesting. For the past 8 years, I, 32 male, have been paying my parents' property taxes and mortgage. They are retired and have very little retirement savings because they put all their money into my sister, 29 female, and I's education. We both went to top universities and found successful jobs afterwards. I felt like I owed my parents for all they sacrificed for me, and it was a no-brainer that I'd help them retire with no financial stress. My parents did not consult my sister about splitting these costs with me. Instead, the agreement was that I would get a larger share of the house. Fast forward to now, my sister unfortunately lost her job last year and as a result doesn't have much savings. She moved in with my parents to save money, and while she looks for a job, I recently found out that my sister pitched staying permanently in my parents' house, and my parents agreed. I was furious at this because I had been paying for the house with the understanding that it would be sold and that I would get a larger share. It is very likely that my sister never sells the house and instead raises her eventual family there. Because the original agreement with my parents has changed, I stopped paying the mortgage and leaving it up to my sister to take care of it if she's taking over the house. My parents are furious with me, saying that I'm too money obsessed and that I should be continuing to help the family while my sister's in a tough spot, still looking for a job. Instead, they are promising that eventually my sister will pay me out of my share of the house, plus whatever else I contributed over 8 years. I turned that offer down because there's no real guarantee this will happen, and I don't trust my sister to follow through financially. I may be the asshole for taking such a cynical stance and leaving my family in financial stress, but I feel like I was already burned once through verbal agreements, and I don't want to get burned again. Am I the a-hole?
Yes. Put the edit.
There is an edit. Edit. My sister is fully opposed to selling the house because it's sentimental value. I'm not on the deed because when you put someone else on the deed in California, your house is reassessed and it will double our current property tax.
That's ridiculous.
There are also some implications to my parents' Social Security payments if I do so. I wish I got something in writing, but I felt like an a-hole for taking something like that from my family. But I was naive to it was naive of me to think that way. This is interesting. Hey, Digital, welcome in. Yes, we are. We're doing our bonnets and bottles.
Yes.
Okay, so at first I was like, you the a-hole because, like, your sister don't have a job right now. Your parents don't have a job right now. Who gonna pay the property tax? Who gonna pay the mortgage?
No, he's not the asshole.
I thought he was the a-hole.
Because why? No, because why are they promising that she could live there permanently?
But they said that they were still gonna. They said they were still gonna sell the house.
No,
he said that he doesn't.
I don't care. I don't care. Like, it's not in writing. In she said she wants to stay there permanently. I think that, like, even though, like, when you love your family, sometimes you do have to set boundaries, and sometimes it's okay to tell people no.
Oh, Misa's wearing her bonnet with us. Hey, I love it. Lovely, lovely. I think that it's okay to tell people no. I think my issue is this. So he's been paying for 8 years the property taxes and the mortgage. And the sister moves in, and she currently doesn't have a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, what I would do if I was him is like, hey, this is not gonna, okay, they're not gonna give me the house anymore. I understand that. What I would do is like I would still pay that while she's looking for a job, with the idea that when she has a job, I stop paying and she takes over the payments.
Exactly.
And then I have some type of recourse where it's like she pays me a certain amount till I get my money back if she's not trying to sell the house anymore.
Exactly.
So like I think just like completely stopping any financial assistance in while your family's in a tough spot because you feel like an agreement wasn't followed through on. I think that's like a little bit of an asshole, because it's like, okay, she doesn't have any savings, so that's why she moved into her parents' house. It's not like she has like,
I
her
don't
parents
care.
have the money
Like
to do
as
either.
soon as they said that they made an agreement behind his back to allow her to stay in the house permanently, that's when things went left. So no, he's doing his big one, paying the parents back. Yeah, she's facing some financial difficulties, but then she could just stay in the home like temporarily. She shouldn't move back permanently while he's paying the mortgage and the taxes. Absolutely not.
No, okay. Here's my thing. I think that he should get his money back at some point. Hey, you said this family has poor communication, but the little sis needs to step up to the plate. I do think that the sister needs to step up to the plate and pay the bills, but if she doesn't have the money to right now, you're kind of you're just leaving them all in the lurch.
Yes, but they should have thought about that before they made an agreement behind his back for her to permanently stay in the house. If she said she doesn't want to sell it.
I think her saying that she doesn't want to sell it, I understand that, but I was like, they can make a new agreement.
No, there's a difference.
I would be like, I mean, if he wants to use it as a negotiation tactic, and he could be like, hey, I'm not paying property taxes, and I'm not paying property taxes, and I'm not paying the mortgage unless like there's an agreement that I get paid back a portion of my money because you're giving her this house. I think that's fine. Hey, you said Juju said they should have put something in writing.
Yeah, they should.
Right. They should have put something in writing. Thank you so much for coming through, baby. Welcome in, Juju. Me says, I hear the comments on IG are fun. We're having a good time. I need a Cee Cee's podcast on Spotify. Meow. I think we're putting our podcast, if you want to ever rewatch this, we do put them up, Bonnets and Bottles, on YouTube, so you will be able to watch it again later and comment there. And I believe that the comments are also there for you to see after. If not, you can always comment on the YouTube and we'll probably respond, because I have a lot of opinions. But I'm gonna actually say that I do think that just leaving your family in the lurch without any like financial options is a bit too much for me. I would feel too guilty doing that. I think that I would probably I'd be like, hey, we need to have a different approach to this, and be like, I don't want to leave you guys stranded, but like this situation is now no longer financially viable for me, so we need to work out for this. But I think just cutting them off like all of a sudden, and the sister still doesn't have a job, because it'd be one thing if she moved back and she had a job, but if she doesn't have a job, that's kind of like, that's a bit much for me. If he's been paying for 8 years, he should have say so. He definitely should have say so. I don't think it's right for them to have made this decision without him. That's not okay. Not at all. They're trusting that she'll actually pay back when she does have a job.
We don't know when she's gonna have a job.
We don't know when she's gonna have a job. Like, the economy is interesting right now. We don't know what she does. We don't know what field she's in. Because if she lost her job by surprise, if she got laid off, she might be one of them tech workers. And we don't know what's going on in tech. Like, things are getting very spooky out there, very scary.
My main issue, I just feel like I don't like that they had the meeting behind his back.
That was a problem
for her to stay in the house.
That's definitely a problem. I don't like that. I don't like that. That was not cool. I don't think they should have done that. But I also think that like I feel like he should, like, because it's his family, he should figure out a way that there's like a win-win of it, right? Like, because if he's been paying for 8 years and he said he was gonna get like he's like, we can't have it reassessed, I can't get on the deed because like all these additional financial strains that come with it. Like, he should like figure out a way for him to recoup his funds, but also not making his family end up homeless, because if they can't pay the mortgage, they can't pay the property taxes. That's the bank's house now. Ain't nobody got that house no more. I'm saying the parents are being too trusting. I don't trust it. Okay, Chatty said, I'm with Chatty. Listen, it's okay. We can disagree. We're here to judge. We're here to judge, and that was my judgment.
Yeah, that's my judgment.
You said, hi, Jessica Canadian. Oh, thank you so much. You know, we're just out here with our natural faces and our cute bonnets, and we love our Canadian friends. She's not going to give him no money. Juju said, I don't trust that hoe. Juju said, I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust her.
She's scheming. That younger sister is
scheming. I don't know. I think I would like to believe the best in them, but if she's like trying to stay in that house permanently, I do believe he
That's
deserves
what she
financial
said. It
recourse.
sounds like freeloading. And it's
That
like
sounds
she's,
like
I
freeloading.
feel like she should have brought up staying permanently once she got settled. The fact that you're not settled and the brother's paying the mortgage and like, that is ridiculous. You gotta be careful, fam.
Stay woke.
Because one thing about a taker and a user, they will take and suck you dry.
They'll no, so takers, no, listen, givers have to have boundaries because takers don't have any. So you should still set your boundaries. I wasn't saying that he shouldn't have any boundaries. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that he shouldn't leave his family in the lurch. All right, let's go into a lighthearted one. If anyone else has, you said you got to be careful about family. I feel like you have to be careful about. I think you can be careful about everybody because you never know what people are up to these days.
But sometimes family like to take advantage.
That's true. That's cute, Chi, but she won't pay anything even when she has a
That's
job.
what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying like as soon as she has a job, I'm not paying a single. I won't pay any more of the bills, and I'm gonna send a Venmo request or a Cash App request every single month, being like, "Ma'am, give me my $500,
Ma'am,
into my account expeditiously,
ma'am,
with the snap too,
ma'am,
snap too." All right, let's go on to the next story. If you guys have anything else to say, feel free to put them in the comments now. But let's go on to the next story. Juju says property money will bring the worst on people. That is fair. That is fair and that is true. I think that like I feel like I need more information. I need more information because I'm like, did you propose another solution? Da, 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 da. Like, if this is like the solution that they're going for, I think that there should be a way for him to recoup some of his funds, without like his family potentially being homeless. Okay, we're gonna go into a lighter one. Am I the asshole for dipping lasagna into hot sauce? That sounds gross. Okay, I, 20 female, love hot sauce and put it on most things. I live with my husband, 22 male. For the last couple of days, his mother has been in the area. Yesterday, she asked if she could come around and cook for us before heading home. Since neither of us are working, we agreed and we offered to help her so we could all cook and eat together, and it's less work for her. She refused and said that she wanted to do something nice for us and also refused us helping with the cost. She went grocery shopping specifically for this. Anyway, she arrives early in the day and spends eight hours, damn, making lasagna.
8 hours making lasagna. She sound confused.
I'm trying to say, has she ever made lasagna before? Not all of this was active cooking time. Most was just the meat sauce simmering. And even then, she was saying how she wished she had overnight. We have an apartment and there wouldn't be room for her to stay in the night. I'm grateful for the time she spent and thanked her multiple times. Although her coming around for such a long period was more than we had discussed and did mean we had to reschedule some plans we had made for earlier that day. It comes time to eat and we have lasagna and roast potatoes. This is when the problem started. We keep condiments in the middle of the dinner table and I put some hot sauce on my plate. Dip a potato in, dip the lasagna in, make eye contact with my mother-in-law, and she looks at me like I'm eating a human baby. Puts down her plate, pushed it away, and begins getting ready to leave. I asked her what's wrong, and she tells me that I've never been so disrespected before by any of my son's women. Wait, not my son's women. And that she's spent 8 hours slaving away just for us to ruin it with that crap. My husband did defend me, but my mother-in-law has now begun a narrative in his family that I'm ungrateful. I'm not sure if what I did was actually wrong or not. Am I the asshole? I think that this guy,
lasagna and potatoes is wild. That's number one. Like, I'm questioning the whole situation. She's acting like she's like, I don't know, a cooking connoisseur, but she paired lasagna and that is wild. Wild.
Jamie says just because you don't know how to season doesn't mean the mother-in-law doesn't.
I don't think the mother-in-law knows how to season either. Like, I don't, because I'm still stuck at lasagna and potatoes. That's mad weird.
Lasagna and potatoes was a decision. That was a decision. How many women does the son have? I don't know how many women he has, but that was cracking me up. I think here's my thing. If I'm eating other people's food, I feel like just being polite you want to taste it first before you make any alterations, right? Like I think that there was like when I was back in when I was like interviewing for jobs before when I was at the end of my college career, one of the things they do is like they'll have like a steak test, right? Where you are if you're out to dinner with like people who could potentially be your bosses, if you go ahead and put steak sauce and like salt and pepper on your food before you actually taste it, like people will be like, oh, they'll judge you for that because you didn't actually taste it to see if it actually needed the salt and pepper first. So you're supposed to like just for being polite, you're supposed to like taste it first before you add additional things. Granted, she's allowed to like what she likes. If she feels like she's had her mother-in-law's cooking before and it'd be blander than a potato chip. Actually, potato chips are actually pretty salty. If it's blander than a slice of bread, fair enough. Fair enough. She might be a really bland chef. But I do think that she should have tasted it first before adding stuff to it. But she might have just still been insulted anyway.
You just taught me something. I never knew about the steak test.
Yeah. That's something that I said. The meal is questionable. Juju said the meal in general is a question. But I'm here for the comment section on IG, on TikTok, on YouTube. You guys are crushing it. And Jamie is holding it down for us on IG. What did you say?
I think that the only time lasagna should take, unless it was like a short rib ragu.
Fair enough.
But I feel like that's only if we're using like a crock pot.
Mm-hmm.
With like a red wine reduction.
Mm-hmm.
That goes hard. I'm not gonna hold you. That goes hard.
Hey KY, welcome in, baby. Not me forgetting about Bonnets and Bottles. Well, we're back. Yeah. Hi, Kyra.
Yeah.
I'm like, you said I tell my hubby does that and I hate it. I'm like, you never even tasted it. It's very insulting to the chef to change the flavor before you taste it. I do think that's weird.
But I feel like, okay, I'm also questioning the girl who's eating it because she wants to put hot sauce in everything.
She put that shit on.
And
there's literally a whole commercial about this.
For me, I feel like, hot sauce is like very vinegary more than it is spicy. So maybe she just has an affinity for like a sour taste. So I feel like in that case, it's not personal. And then, like, in terms of, like, I feel like also it depends on if it's, like, a habit or not and how well you know the person. So, for example, like, I have an auntie who, like, she just knows, like, the spice level of American food is just not up to par with, like, what she's used to. So, I literally have aunties that carry pepper. I'm not talking about pepper. I'm not talking about red pepper flakes. I'm talking about pepper from Nigeria.
That Nigerian spice.
Pepper. So that like the food has that is at a level that they're heat tolerant. Because like we literally have people who don't enjoy food without it being extra spicy. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. I once had an uncle make jollof rice that made me cry. Like as like a child. And there was no milk in sight. I was suffering. I was suffering that day. But like I feel like that's like something that I couldn't take personally per se.
I don't know. I think you gotta taste it first. Hey, Lauren, thank you for joining. The crew is here. Glowies unite. But okay, we have so many comments in here. Can you scroll up a little bit on IG? They've been chatting. Okay, digital BTH. How you doing, baby? She said immediately no. No, that was it. Immediately no, but it's a beige flag. A beige flag for doing the hot sauce before tasting it. I agree. But also, red pepper flakes can add heat if you need it. Hot sauce makes no sense. I think that the hot sauce on lasagna is a strange thing. I thought on the potatoes it was fine.
She might just really enjoy the taste of hot sauce.
Which is fine. Like, if she looks at food as, like, a hot sauce delivery method because it's, like, weird to just drink hot sauce, fair enough. I think that's fair enough. But when especially if someone spends time cooking for you, I just think that you should taste it first. And then if you need to add something to it, add some more. Because like also you don't know. Maybe she should put some lemon pepper or something else in there. She don't know.
I feel like as a host, who and like someone who just like likes to cook, I feel like I'm gonna pick and choose when I take something like personally because I'm sorry, I know my stuff bust. Like
Chatty, well, Chatty, not everyone is as banging of a chef as you are, though.
Well, that's just keeping it
a buck.
But I think it's like a difference between this doesn't taste good and this is my personal preference.
That's fair enough, but I think that, like, especially if you taste something, if you don't taste something first and you already change it, it kind of gives the vibe that you think that person doesn't cook well.
Or that, no, it's like you like what you like, because you just told me about the steak test, and it's just like, there's two different steak sauces that I like.
Worcestershire?
No, not Worcestershire.
No, I just like saying Worcestershire.
I can't remember because the white one and the red one, they sound so similar that I don't remember which one is which. So I kind of have to cross my fingers. But the other one is au poivre, which is like a peppercorn sauce. And it's like, that's what I like. If I know that I like that, and that's how I like my steak prepared, I should be able to order that without anyone being, like, offended by, like, whatever steak that I ordered.
Juju says, get that A1 steak sauce.
I don't even, honestly, it's not even A1. It's like, there's Bonnets and Bottles, but I don't remember which one is which. I just know that I like the red one more than the white one.
I think Bottles is the white one.
Yeah, but I don't remember which one is which. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Like, I have to see on the menu.
But yeah, I think that this one, I'm gonna say, because she didn't taste it first, I think she's a little bit of an a-hole for this. And then also, like, if it's my mother-in-law cooking, and because coming and chefing for 8 hours, that's a task. If it's somebody like that cooking, I'll probably just stick it out and eat it.
I'm not. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not sparing your mom's feelings. I'm not sorry.
She said, I don't care about your mom. I don't care about your mom.
Feelings, like, because I know I like what I like. If I want to put oregano or basil on the lasagna or Parmesan, that is my right. It is my tongue. It is my body.
For sure. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. So you said everybody tastes buds different. That's fair. That's true.
That's what I feel.
That is true.
There's certain things that, like, are listen, it's not personal. It's not personal.
That's true. Fair enough. To me, it's ruder to taste and then be like, nah.
That's what I'm saying. Or, like, oh my gosh, like, story time. So, like, one time we were having a Friendsgiving, and this one chick, she volunteered to make the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
And we just knew, like,
it didn't slap.
We just knew it wasn't gonna come out right. So she went to the store, and I think, like, we had lied and said something happened to it, and we just donated it to compost. And
we're trying to, TikTok, like, the apps are still around. This is a permanent video.
I know I don't care. I don't remember what her name is. And it wasn't my friend. I don't talk to these people. I haven't seen these people in over 10 years.
Fair enough.
And I wasn't the one who did it.
Fair enough.
And it is what it is. Like,
what they should have had was Chenny do the mac and cheese. Juju's crying. Juju said, "Oh my god, girl, me too."
No, but I like a good mac and cheese. My mac and cheese, I make an amazing seafood mac and cheese.
The seafood mac,
let me tell you something. People were asking about it for like 3 years. People be asking about it. They be fanning for that seafood mac and cheese.
Ren, we're doing good. Thank you for asking, girlie. You should always taste before you season. Thank you, Ren. I agree.
I feel like it's a difference between, like, I don't, it's hot sauce seasoning. This is my problem, because that's the reason why I'm not offended, is because I don't actually consider hot sauce, like, legitimate, like, seasoning. Like, I don't, like, and I don't find that to be something that, like, people, to be offended by personally, but that's just me. And maybe it is what it is, because I remember, like, in high school, people used to be fearing for hot sauce. I was like, I don't know why y'all like this red vinegar.
Not red vinegar.
But it's not for me. Like, when I like sauce, real sauce, like a little garlic aioli, like, bourbon barbecue, like hot honey, Chick-fil-A sauce. Like, I like something like that. Not like hot sauce. Like, it's not nothing for me to be offended by. personally. Also, I would also provide like a dipping sauce or whatever.
I think there should be, because there was potatoes, there should have been a dipping sauce. I do agree with that. I'm also wondering, was this lasagna not extra cheesy? Because I feel like when you make a
It
good
has
lasagna,
nothing to do
I
with
feel
the
like
quality of the lasagna. It has everything to do with the fact that this girl just likes the taste of hot sauce.
she does really like hot
And
sauce.
for that reason, people shouldn't be offended. Like you know, when someone has like a limited palate, like that's just like what it is. Like even like my bro was telling me about one of his boys, and it's just like all he's a chicken fingers and fries guy. So you can make like a really nice gourmet meal for that person, but if they don't have a sophisticated palate, they're not gonna be jacking it. They're gonna be like, where's the chicken fingers and fries?
It's fair enough. You know, I can never knock somebody for just loving chicken fingers and fries, you know. You gotta do what's right for you. All right, let's go on to the next one, unless anyone has any. So once again, I'm with Jenny. She said, some people just don't have the palate. But me, I guess as a person with a sophisticated palate, I will try it first. Okay, am I the a-hole for accidentally catching my brother's girlfriend in a lie?
Ooh, child.
I don't think so, because why you lying? Why you always lying? This might be a bit long, so I'll put total TDR at the end. I, 19 female, have a brother, 24 male, that I'll call Liam. Earlier this year, he started dating a girl he met at his climbing class.
Ooh.
And I'll call her Emma, 26 female.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's 24, she's 26. Okay. They've been together for 4 months, and the weekend he decided to introduce her to us. They arrived yesterday and are staying until tonight. She is a really nice person, and we got along well. Then at one point, my dad asked her what she did in life, and she said that she was a lawyer. I was super interested because I'm currently studying law, and I wanted to be a lawyer since I was maybe 10. So I was very excited to ask her questions about it. I asked her about cases she had and how she studied to become a lawyer, what her days look like, and many more things. I might have been a little over-enthusiastic and annoying, but I didn't realize at the time that I didn't realize it at the time, and I was just excited to get to ask someone questions about my dream job.
That's
Fair
right.
enough. But at one point, she said something that seemed incoherent to me. The details might be long and boring, but basically she just said something that isn't technically possible. So I was curious about it, and I was curious and a bit confused, and I asked her how it was possible because I just thought she is the professional, so she must know better than me. But as she tried to explain it, she just said more incoherent and impossible things.
Yikes.
It was kind of like someone was quoting things from Grey's Anatomy to doctors, if you see what I mean.
Whoa.
So I asked more about it to understand. That's when she admitted that she wasn't actually a lawyer and that she worked at a bookstore. Wait, what?
Wait, that is a crazy, crazy lie.
That she worked at a bookstore. She told us that she was very sorry for lying and then left the table, and my brother followed her. My parents kind of scolded me for being so intrusive, and when my brother came back, he was a bit angry and started telling me that I was wrong for interrogating her and that I made her uncomfortable and that she had lied because she was embarrassed about her job and just made it more embarrassed. And now he hasn't been talking to me since, and neither has Emma. I'm not sure I'm in the wrong here, but they always seem to think so. They all seem to think so. I get that me asking questions was annoying and maybe a bit too much, but I truly didn't have any bad intentions, and I was just excited to be able to talk to someone about it, to talk about it with someone. And also don't understand how everyone is okay with the fact that she lied to my brother for 4 months and then also lied to us. I get being embarrassed, but I don't know. It's still a bit weird to me. I've never meant to make her uncomfortable, and I genuinely liked her. I didn't see how I'm wrong here, but maybe I just can't see. So please tell me so I can have another perspective. Baby, you are not the a-hole. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Girl. First of all, I think wherever you are in life, that's where you're meant to be. You met this man, you like this man, cool. But don't tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Okay. You said, okay, everyone's cracking up. You lying? Why you always lying? He needs to get over it. Not he needs to get over it. He does not need to get over it. She lied. What? Bookstore versus lawyer. That's a huge difference, Kyra. Listen, Juju, Juju, girl, you can't be out here being like, oh, I'm a lawyer, and then someone's asked you for lawyer stuff, and then you're like, oh, sorry, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a book clerk. Because my whole thing is this, because she thought she could just be like, I'm a lawyer and make up some stuff because she liked legal shows. Maybe she was reading a legal thriller at the time, so she learned some legal jargon. But she don't know that these authors don't all be doing their research. They be making things up. And I think that, like, I also think that the sister is not the a-hole because she was genuinely interested and excited about learning more about this girl's job because that's what she wants to do. I think if she had chosen to say that she was a doctor, if she had said, I'm a doctor, there would have been no interrogation.
No, you want to know, like, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that this is the first time they're meeting the girlfriend.
It's the first time they're meeting the girlfriend.
I'm very uncomfortable with the fact that with the first time she's meeting the family, she wanted to build her relationship with them based on, like, a lie. That's, like, a huge
She also lied
flag.
She also lied to the boyfriend. The boyfriend also thought that she was a lawyer.
So, yeah, like, that's... These are red flags.
Baby.
And these are psychotic.
These are red flares.
Well, for me, I don't like liars. Like, that is my pet peeve. Like, I don't like liars. And I don't think there's anything wrong with working at, like, a bookstore. Like, making an honest living, I don't think anyone should ever be embarrassed about that.
Tell them.
Because literally, I think being, like, a bibliophile, it's like someone who just really loves to, like, read and helps people discover the wonders of, like, books and, like, authors, and just being in tune with just, like, critical thought or just, like, current pop culture. I don't think that there's anything, like, wrong with that. It's, like, a very interesting to be very honest. Like, I mean, the way I got close is, like, I used to work at the business school library when I was an undergrad, but it's not the same as being, like, a lawyer. But it's like, I mean, not a lawyer, working at the bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I don't think that I'm any less of a person for, like, working an honest living. I think that she got mad that she got caught in a lie. She needs to be a grown up and an adult and not be out here lying like that. Like, that's just so weird.
I also think working at a bookstore isn't something to be embarrassed about. Like, I'm just like, because it would have been something else if she was doing spicy work. But she's like, it's like,
even that's not something to be embarrassed about. Like, I feel like you can't build a solid relationship off of a lie. Like, you can't, like, because then it's like, it's harder for the partner to trust you. Because I feel like for me, as a sibling, I don't have to have a relationship with your girlfriend, to be honest. I'm keeping it, like, so for real. I don't have to have a relationship with your significant other. But if the first time I meet you, you're lying to me, like, I'm less intrigued. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and especially when it's, like, simple stuff about that. Because, like, if you could lie about, like, what you do for a living, like, who's to say what other elaborate lies
she's gonna do? Yeah,
you'll do.
It's true. The girlies are saying, Ren is saying, why do people lie about crazy crap like that? Like, you have to think that your relationship is gonna fail. True.
Exactly.
True.
Or she might think that she's not good enough for the guy, which I don't like that, because it's like, I'm assuming with, like, 9 times out of 10, it's more likely that he approached her and asked her out. Listen, your beauty and your booty is enough, okay?
Your beauty and your beauty is enough.
It's enough. So no matter what I do, you're interested in me, then, you know, I'm gonna present myself as I am. I'm not interested in building any relationship based off of lies.
And like Jamie said, if you're embarrassed to tell your significant other about your job, then that's not the person that you need to be with. Like, clearly there's some kind of deeper issue and, like, maybe power imbalance in the relationship, and she needs to work it out. But the sister is definitely not the a-hole because she did not do anything wrong. Juju said listen, it was not even just a red flag, it was a red field, okay? Because I don't even know, that's crazy. Not the a-hole, but you can sympathize with the GF because she's clearly insecure. Here's the thing about insecure people, Eden. They can kill you. That's the thing. Because here's my problem. like, even if she is clearly insecure, you don't know, like, that's gonna be, like, you don't know what that next thing is gonna lead to, right? Like, maybe she's feeling this insecurity, and so, like, now she starts following him to work. Or maybe she's feeling insecure, and now she starts poisoning his food so that he gets skinny. And then maybe she starts telling him not to go to do things because she's afraid that he's gonna leave her. That person can kill you. It's not an excuse. It is not an excuse. I do not feel bad for you for making your bed and having to lie in it. That's crazy. But the fact that the brother is indulging this is also insane. Because I'm like, the fact that he is still with this girl after she lied to him, his mother, his father, and his sister, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy town. And I totally understand being insecure about things. Like, things happen. Like, everyone has their insecurities. I have my insecurities as well. But I'm not going to be so insecure that I'm going to be out here lying to people who, if you want to stay with this man, she's 26, he's 24. They stay together for 3-4 years. They could end up getting married. This is your future family. You gonna lie to your family? That's crazy.
And then the insecurity thing is like, I don't know. I'm really, really, I'm not too keen on being around insecure people because I think that insecurity can turn into envy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like that envy can turn into negativity, and it's just gonna be like,
and it can
I feel like insecure people end up trying to drag you down with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Next thing you know, he's not going for job opportunities. He starts visiting his family less. Next thing you know, he loses interest in all of his interests and stuff. Nah, she got to go. Your beauty and your beauty and your booty is enough. Put that on a shirt.
That's how I feel.
Might as well. He said, that's what I'm saying, Chen. She had to think that the relationship wasn't gonna last and start out that way. Fair enough. She thought her life was a movie where you can lie and he still falls in love with her. You know what, Kyra? She been watching one. You know what it is? Like, actually, her working in a bookstore and creating this elaborate lie makes a lot of sense. She been reading too many romance novels, okay? Mm-hmm. She been reading too many romance novels. She's been watching too many Christmas rom-coms like I do, okay? I can watch a Christmas rom-com and still not decide to make up an elaborate lie. So, she's doing too much. The brother and the parents seem very accepting, so IDK, what's going on? That's also, the fact that the brother and the parents are still, like, okay with her is crazy to me.
No, well, you know, we can't trust the boomer parents because they just want grandkids.
Fair enough.
Because Lord knows, they do
just want
you know, grandkids. Us millennials, we're not having kids, so they just be like, listen, they can take what they can get.
Kyra said, when my hubby and I first started dating, I told him I have a good memory so that I'm I'm an investigator. Don't lie to me because I will find out.
Hello?
Yes. She said, I am not the one or the two, baby. Not the one or the two. Like, because, sir.
Juju said he probably still with her.
Yeah, no, he definitely is.
That's what guys do. Like, they overlook a lot of red flags when it comes to a woman that they're really attracted to. That's the best word. They will overlook a lot.
No, that's why I'm saying, like, if you ever have a guy complaining to you about anything, he don't like you that much.
Yeah, he doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you that much. Because I will tell you this: if that man wants you, you will know it, and he will show it, and he will make every excuse in the book up for your behavior if he wants you there. If he don't want you there, you will also know because you will be confused. Okay, fair enough. But you guys, y'all are cracking me up. He said he probably still with her. Law F around and find out. I'm done, Kyra. Kyra, that's my sister. We all know not to pique her curiosity because she will start digging.
Dig.
Listen, that's why I'm like, you might as well just be upfront and honest because the chances, because even with all these people who be doing fraud and they be doing it really well, it only lasts for a certain amount of time. It only lasts oh so long. You eventually gonna get cut because you know what it is. The thief has to be right every single time. The owner only needs to be right once. Aww. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny. Glad I clicked this live. I needed a new bonnet and I went straight to your profile to order. Thanks for the sale code. Oh, you're welcome, Kenny. And then, Kenny, make sure you can check them, stay around and have fun with us in Bonnets and Bottles. We're having a good time. We're having a good time over here. So it's time to read our next story. This one's a short one, and I'm excited to hear y'all's opinions. Am I the a-hole for telling my stepson that it's his dad's fault that he got held back? I, 35 female, have a husband, 45 male, who has a son named Arthur, 16 male. Arthur constantly slacks off in school, and while I tried my part to help him, my husband refuses to do anything. This led to Arthur failing his classes and getting held back, and my husband still refuses to care. Arthur was angry at me for not doing anything, but I did more than his dad. I tutored him. I'm a teacher myself. And I signed up for extra help, but his dad just lets him skip when he wants. So I told him that what was on my mind, and I said that it's his dad's fault, and now Arthur refuses to talk to my husband. My husband is mad, saying that it's not my place to tell him that, but I'll tell him the truth. And after that, Arthur was blaming me. The truth after Arthur was blaming me. Okay, first of all, there's a couple of things here. I don't think she's an asshole for telling her that it's their daddy's fault, because it is the daddy's fault. But it's also Arthur's fault. Why doesn't Arthur want to go to school?
Why isn't he going to school?
Because if you know that the consequences for not going to school is getting held back, you don't want to be held back, babe.
This is what we were talking about before, like personal accountability, discipline, and, you know, a little bit of shame. Because I feel like you have to be able to control your behavior. Like, going to school is the bare minimum.
Literally showing up is how
because that's how you learn how to create like a schedule for yourself.
Oh, Kenya, we're so happy to have you. Thanks for staying, beautiful. Okay, so the girlie said he is tripping. She did right. I think that she was completely right to tell that the dad was not doing his job. He was not showing up for his son, which is a problem, but the son is also not showing up for himself, which is another problem. And I feel like that's like an issue that's going to lead to more problems in life. Because like, why is the dad so happy to like let his son fail? And why is the son so happy to fail? Because he's out here, he doesn't like the consequences of his actions, but he took the actions. She signed him up for tutoring, he didn't show up. She tutored him herself. He didn't come to all the tutoring sessions. And then he's looking at his grades being like, oh my God, I failed. Well, he didn't do the work. He doesn't want to go because he knows who he can play and stay home. Dad is a sucker. True. Ooh. Kenya, say it. This is foreshadowing for to the kids from the first story. Yeah. No, but actually, them kids from the first story, those kids are ending up in jail. I'm sorry. They're all that property destruction and just trying to take stuff. Nah, they're going to jail. Them kids is going to jail, honey. Failing means nothing. I'm a teacher. Failing means nothing. I'm a teacher too. I feel you. I think that it does, right? Because like I think that like if you're failing your classes, you have to be held back a year. Like now you're gonna be no longer with your peers. You're not with your friends anymore. There's so many consequences to failing.
But there were several consequences before it got to the point where he had to be held back.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And
I mean, he just didn't care.
He just didn't care. And then now that he's like held back, he's like, oh my God, like he sees what's going on, but like he made his bet. He got a line that ish. He said, failing means nothing. I'm a teacher too. The kids don't care. Now he's trying to school of home training. Listen, these kids need to learn. He said the dad doesn't want a parent. The dad probably went through the same thing. I don't know if he went through the same thing because if he's like married, he got a wife now. His wife is a teacher. Like he gotta have some type of attractive qualities about him. So I don't think he's like a bum who doesn't have a job, which is where it seems Arthur is going towards. The middle school kids get socially promoted. They only fail when they get into high school. It's true. This kid was 16. This was 16. But yeah, this was crazy. Like, I don't think the OP is not the a-hole at all. The daddy did not care enough about his kid. And also like, I don't know, it's just like, maybe also it's a cultural thing too, because like I myself would take any failures that I have very personally. Very, very personally. So I'm like, nah, but not the a-hole. Daddy needs to do better. He needs to do better. He needs to show up for his kid, and Arthur needs to show up for himself because he's not showing up for himself now. I'm sad. I missed the first story. Now YouTube didn't notify me. Oh no! Well, we will have the replay available, so if you want to come back and watch the first story, you can. It was a good one. It was a good one. We were having a time. Okay, let's do the next story, you guys. Am I the a-hole for saying no to babysitting on my birthday? I, 40-year-old female, have had a supposed best friend. Ooh, not supposed. Ooh, it's getting juicy. Supposed best friend, also 40-year-old female, since we were 15. I've been a mom for 23 years, including a pivotal time where I should have been living life, having fun, kid-free. Fair enough, because if you're 40 and you've been a mom for 23 years, you had your first kid at 17, you were pregnant at 16. Okay, girl, I understand. She just had a kid at 35, single and still lives at home. with parents who provide everything financially for her and her kid. Okay. My birthday was this past weekend, and I'm at the stage in life where I can celebrate my birthday without kids, without being mommy. My former best friend announced that she was going to PR that same weekend and was like, "Why don't you come with us?" Her and her kid. Her reasoning was that she can get her reasoning was so she can get a booty call. Her reasoning for inviting me was so that I can watch her kid while she did so. I respectfully declined, saying I have other plans, which I did for a whole month prior to this conversation. She got mad at me because I wouldn't spend $1,300 just to in travel in a room to spend my birthday babysitting her kid. Meanwhile, I've never asked her to watch any of my kids the entire friendship for any reason, period. The whole friendship of 25 years downward spiraled from there in a matter of a week. To her being mad I was working, driving 3 hours out of town, being mad I was working, driving 3 hours out of town and didn't respond to her, to sending me gag face pics over my legit award-winning video. I'm a photographer and independent filmmaker. My birthday came and she didn't even tell me happy birthday. In fact, she's out there posting living my best life in PR pics. Am I the a-hole for refusing to watch her kid and setting boundaries? No, ma'am. Girl,
That person sounds really immature and weird.
that is so crazy. Now she said, I need a babysitter for the booty call. I don't know anybody in Puerto Rico. Yo, this is insane. Oh heck no, I see where this is going. Yeah, like that is crazy town. What? You said also was too afraid of my parents to fail. I'm saying too. Not this reason non-black home. Y'all are hilarious. It's true, but that's true because I don't know how they were doing that. Juju said no, 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 no. Not the a-hole at all. Like, listen, I believe in friendship. I believe in being there for your friends and helping them when you can. I believe in that. I think that you should try to be as much as you want community, you want to also give community too. And I do think that it takes a village to raise a child. I think that asking someone to give up their birthday trip so that you can find a man because you live with your parents rent free, and you can't bring that man to your home is crazy.
But doesn't the man have a home?
I don't know. She seems like she said she had the baby single, so it seems like the dad is out of the picture from the way that they're talking about it.
No, the booty call don't got a place.
The booty call got a place, but she needs someone to watch a kid because the kid is 5. They're 40, so the kid's 5 or maybe 4. The kid's too young, I think, to be just on their own. Sometimes you need to shed those old relationships that don't serve you. Facts, 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 facts. Eden, Kyra, you said that's wild. No, this is so wild, Juju. When you have little kids, you travel with others with kids around the same age. I think that makes sense. Not that level of entitlement. Little girl, grow up. Not little girl, grow up. Lauren said, not in my house, ma'am. Not in my house. That was crazy. No, no way. No way, no way, no way, no way. I'm not with it. She should definitely have not been trying to have her friend watch them kids for free during her birthday weekend. And also the fact that she was petty enough after 25 years of friendship to not say happy birthday is crazy to me as well. Crazy to me as well. But you guys, we have reached the end of our Bonnets and Bottles episode. This was really fun. I hope you'll join us next week. We do this every week, 7 p.m. on Sunday night. Well, if it's ever a week that we're not doing it, we'll definitely let you know. But I'm so glad that you guys were able to be part of our Bonnets and Bottles. And we will leave this video up on YouTube so that you can watch again, watch the stories, and comment there as well. You said, why not we do not do the mix and match travel. I agree. I'm not asking my single friends to roll with me and my kid. We not done. Kyra said, I'm not finished here, ma'am. Ma'am. No, I got an early start tomorrow. It was nice to see the YouTube side of things. I'm so happy to have you guys here, Eden. Hey Juju, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will be back again next week with another episode of Bonnets and Bottles. And until TikTok Live is working, we'll always be live here on YouTube, and we'll be going live on Instagram as well. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Not me missing this. There we go.